trending stories, and viral updates from around the world. The imposition of tariffs on Chinese imports by former President Donald Trump has been a subject of extensive debate and analysis. While intended to protect domestic industries and address trade imbalances, these tariffs have had multifaceted impacts on the U.S. economy, often extending beyond initial projections. This article delves into the intricate effects of Trump's tariffs on China, exploring how they have influenced inflation, consumer behavior, business operations, and the broader economic landscape. 1. Introduction to Trump's tariff policy. In 2018, the Trump administration initiated a series of tariffs targeting Chinese imports, aiming to rectify perceived unfair trade practices and reduce the U.S. trade deficit with China. These tariffs encompassed a wide array of goods, from raw materials like steel and aluminum to consumer electronics and apparel. The overarching goal was to incentivize domestic production and challenge China's trade policies. 2. Immediate economic impacts. 2.1. Inflationary pressures. One of the most immediate effects of the tariffs was an increase in prices for imported goods. A study by the U.S. International Trade Commission found a near 1-to-1 increase in the price of U.S. imports following the imposition of tariffs, indicating that importers bore almost the entire burden of these duties. This surge in import costs translated to higher prices for consumers, contributing to inflationary pressures within the domestic market. 2.2. Impact on consumer goods. The tariffs led to noticeable price hikes in various consumer goods. For instance, tariffs on imported washing machines resulted in a nearly 12% price increase for U.S. consumers. Interestingly, even dryers, which were not subject to tariffs, saw price increases, likely due to their complementary nature in consumer purchases. This phenomenon underscores how tariffs on specific items can have ripple effects across related products. 3. Sector-specific impacts. 3.1. Agriculture. The agricultural sector faced significant challenges due to retaliatory tariffs imposed by China. U.S. farmers, particularly soybean producers, experienced reduced export opportunities, leading to surplus supplies and declining prices. This situation prompted the U.S. government to implement subsidy programs to support affected farmers, yet the long-term viability of such measures remains a concern. 3.2. Manufacturing and supply chains. Manufacturers reliant on Chinese components encountered increased production costs due to tariffs on intermediate goods. This scenario forced some companies to reevaluate their supply chains, with a few relocating operations to other countries to mitigate tariff impacts. However, such shifts often involved substantial costs and logistical challenges, complicating the decision-making process for businesses. 4. Broader economic consequences. 4.1. Employment. While the tariffs aim to bolster domestic employment in targeted industries, the broader economic repercussions led to job losses in other sectors. A study commissioned by the Consumer Technology Association and the National Retail Federation estimated that the tariffs could result in a reduction of approximately 134,000 U.S. jobs, with the agricultural sector being notably affected. 4.2. GDP growth. The tariffs' cumulative effect on various industries contributed to a deceleration in GDP growth. Goldman Sachs analysts projected that each percentage point increase in the effective tariff rate could reduce U.S. growth by up to 0.15%, especially if China retaliated with its own tariffs. This projection highlights the delicate balance policymakers must navigate when implementing trade barriers. 5. Long-term implications. 5.1. Supply chain diversification. The trade tensions prompted many companies to diversify their supply chains, reducing dependence on Chinese manufacturing. While this strategy aimed to mitigate risks associated with tariffs, it also led to increased operational costs and complexities as businesses established new supplier relationships in other countries. 5.2. Consumer behavior. Sustained price increases influenced consumer behavior, with individuals becoming more price-sensitive and altering their purchasing habits. Some consumers shifted to alternative brands or delayed purchases, affecting retail sales and overall economic activity. 6. Conclusion. Trump's tariffs on Chinese imports have had profound and multifaceted effects on the U.S. economy. While intended to protect domestic industries and address trade imbalances, the tariffs have introduced challenges such as increased consumer prices, disrupted supply chains, and broader economic uncertainties. As policymakers consider future trade strategies, it is crucial to weigh the intended benefits against the potential for unintended economic consequences. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned with us for more current updates around the world. Hit the like, share, and subscribe buttons to be notified you.